Dzień dobry Państwu, witam z Vaughan. Dzisiaj tutaj przed Outdoor World, przed centrum handlowym, protest przeciwko podatkowi od emisji węglowych. Niewielu nas tu jest, ale to jest właśnie tak z tą metodą powolnego gotowania żaby, bo podatek już był wcześniej, teraz go właśnie zwiększono i będzie zwiększany jeszcze bardziej, po to, żebyśmy się właśnie nie buntowali. Tutaj są ludzie, którzy protestują, domagając się wolności.
Trudeau is taking us down a dirty, dark path, and we don't want to pay the carbon tax and all the other problems that he's caused. And people can't eat, people have nowhere to live. The list is just endless, just endless.
What do you think about this? The whole...
We've tried the legal way with petitions. Nothing ever happens.
Yep.
What is he leaving us with? Get out here and protest. Wake people up. Like, I don't know what's wrong with Canadians not to realize what's going on. Like, you can't own a home. You can't afford a home. You can't afford to eat. You can't afford your insurance. Like, where does it end?
Why do you think it is happening in this country? Because they say we have democracy, right? So is it the majority who wants to have electric cars everywhere and tax us to death?
Well, I think the majority of people realize there is a place for electric vehicles in the city. I live in the country. It's not going to work for me, and we don't have the grid to sustain that yet. Like, do it smart, do it slow, and do it right. But go after the corporations. They're the ones that have the footprint, not me. I don't have a footprint.
Yeah.
But go after
and
the
go
ones
after
that
other
do.
countries. They don't have the tax in the US, they don't have it in China, they don't have it in Russia.
We send coal to China and USA, and we pay the carbon tax on it, and they get to use it and pollute, and we still pay the price. Explain that to me.
It doesn't make sense.
You can't explain it. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So why is it happening? It doesn't make sense. It's not rational.
Because nobody's listening to us, for one thing.
Canadians will not stand up. It's Canadians' fault.
Yeah.
It's Canadians' fault.
Yeah, they're sitting on the sofa.
We are too nice, aren't we?
Yes.
What?
We are too nice.
Yes, and we're too lazy. We've had it too easy for too many years.
Yeah.
And we're not looking out for each other, we look out for ourselves. And we're supposed to leave Canada a better place for the next generation. I'm ashamed of my generation because we're not doing that. Look at what we're leaving to my grandchildren. Trillions of dollars of debt. They'll never own a house. They'll have like low-paying jobs. They'll just get by for the rest of their life. That's not fair.
Thank you so much. Thank you for what you are doing. At least we can, well, express
Working
our
rates, ridiculous.
opinion.
Yeah.
But we're hoping by being out here, we might spur some other people on to at least get a hold of their MP. You know,
Yeah.
do something. Just don't bitch on
Yeah.
Facebook. Get off your ass and go to the right people, which are your MPs. You elected them, you pay them, make them do what you want. Or at least tell them how you feel.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Thank
Going
you.
on all over Canada right now.
Yeah.
Down east, just like all kinds of people out down east. Alberta, all over the place.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Canadians need soft wood, not more taxes. Tax the carbon tax. They go to snow. Canadians everywhere need to act the carbon tax. That's Trudeau.
Carbon tax to jest scam. i nie zgadzam się, co władza robi z ludźmi. Myślę, że to jest tak jak na World Economic Forum mówią, że you own nothing and be happy, że oni będą mieli skądś więcej, a my nic. I po prostu się z tym nie zgadzam i dlatego tu jestem.
No właśnie, ale dlaczego nas tutaj jest garstka? Nie sądzi pan, że jednak większość ludzi jest bierna?
No bo ludzie myślą, że to nic nie da, a ja myślę, że jak widzi się coś złego, to trzeba z tym walczyć.
Zgadza się i wtedy inni też widzą, się dołączają.
No właśnie.
No właśnie, niech pan powie, skąd pan jest?
A z Oakville.
Z Oakville i zdecydował się pan jednak tutaj przyjść?
Szkołę skończyłem i przyjechałem.
A ktoś jest z pana rodziny? Tak?
No może tata zaraz dojedzie.
Aha, czyli tata się też zgadza, ma takie poglądy. Widzę czapkę Solidarity, czyli to jest, żebyśmy byli solidarni i walczyli z tą głupotą, która się rozlewa cały czas.
No właśnie.
Super, dziękuję panu bardzo. No i cóż, miejmy nadzieję, że na następnych protestach będzie więcej ludzi.
Dołączy się ludzi.
So why do you think that this is a hoax?
Because there's no scientific evidence of it, and Environment Canada threw out the environmental records that were over 50 years old. So they have no proof of it. They just say it as an excuse to tax us and get more measures of control against us.
So you think that people, they don't know science simply, that they don't follow science, and they are easily being duped by politicians?
Yes, the establishment media and politicians are using a false interpretation of data in order to push this agenda on us. We can't see any evidence of climate change. It's something the government tells us exists, but tax is something that we know exists.
So why are they doing this? Is it just simpler to tax us, or is it for the control?
Yeah, it's for the control. A car makes you independent to a degree, and the last thing they want is for us to be independent. It's more their control. It's Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum. They've said all these things they intend to do as part of the electric car agenda. They're making it impossible to drive gas cars, and electric cars are not sustainable. They've, with the incredibly high cost of food, and they choose now to tax us even more. This has gotten out of hand.
So why do you think there's only so few of us protesting?
I think because...
What's going on with the society?
Yeah, people have been conditioned to think that once a tax is levied, that it can't be unlevied. And that is just something we have to accept, never questioning why Canada is one of the most heavily taxed countries in the world. And then when they bring in a tax, like Prime Minister Mulroney brought in the GST, and it was to pay off the national debt. And the national debt hasn't even become close to being paid off, and Mulroney is now even dead, and it's still on. The income tax was a World War I War Measures Act.
And it stayed forever.
Yeah, it stayed forever. The carbon tax will not go away next year. They will not have solved the so-called
They want to
climate change.
increase it even.
Yes, they will increase it even more every time. Every time we let it go, it's inviting them to increase it even more. And we don't want to just get rid of the carbon tax. We want to get rid of the income tax, the GST, all sales tax. The government doesn't need it. It's just to make them rich and us poor.
So do you think that this message will get to the society, get to the young people?
Yes, I think everybody's thinking it. We're just saying it. People don't think you can do anything about it. But if we just say no right now, we all write our representatives, tell them we're not going to take this anymore, they will take the tax off. We can get it off.
Say no to Trudeau! Thank you, brother. God bless. Canadian sheep, lumberjacks, not that's the carbon tax.
znamy przyszłości, ale jak nic nie będziemy robić, to na pewno przegramy.
Czyli apelujemy do wszystkich, żeby tam, gdzie mogą, protestowali, wyrażali swoje poglądy po prostu.
Jak najbardziej, na pewno się lepiej poczują, a czy się uda, czy się nie uda, to się okaże. Ale jak nie chcą płacić za powietrze, którym oddychają, albo za deszcz, który mi spada na głowę, to lepiej, żeby zaczęli coś robić.
Przynajmniej w obronie własnych dzieci i wnuków.
Dzieci nie mają żadnej przyszłości w tej chwili w Kanadzie. Jeśli muszą płacić za powietrze, którym oddychają, jeśli nie mogą sobie kupić domu, czyli założyć rodziny, niedługo nie zabiorą im samochody, nic tutaj na nich nie czeka. Trwa zamiana populacji także ci, którzy się tutaj rodzą, są na przegranej pozycji. No można by całą litanię tutaj wymieniać, ale jednym słowem oni nie mają żadnej przyszłości, także jak zależy wam na waszych dzieciach, to lepiej ruszcie się, bo samo z siebie nic się nie stanie, oni się nie zatrzymają.
Zgadza się, tylko my możemy ich zatrzymać.
Tylko my możemy ich zatrzymać. Nie wiadomo, czy się uda, ale nawet jak przyjdziecie, poczujecie się lepiej. To jest wasza nagroda, to jest pewne, a reszta jest niepewna.
Thank you, brother. Stand up to Trudeau.